Hello friends and welcome back. Thank you for watching this channel. Today I thought I would repot this plants that I had recently purchased, and they are in very bad shape, as in the soil mix as well as the plant, as in this one as well. So I thought I would repot them, check out the kind of damage there is, because there are some offshoots that are going bad, so trim them off and give them a new space to live in. So today's video is all about the soil mix and the care tips that I'm going to give you to take care about these plants. So let's start. This is a Dischidia that I had purchased from a nursery, and seeing the state, I knew it is not in a very good shape. So here I'm trying to repot it, and as you can see, there's already this piece of sponge there. So I think they are using sponge now to grow cuttings, and it is so well rooted in the sponge. I have to get rid of it and then repot it. So I'm trying to get rid of the sponge here. To repot it, I'm using coconut husk, but before I proceed there, I'm just going to give it a very good wash and try to remove all the dead twigs which are there, and then going to pot it in a special mix. So here we go. This is after I have washed it. It looks a very healthy and lush green after the wash. It's also called as a million hearts because of the leaves being too close together. And if you notice, I think it's not picking up. Yes, when the leaves are little shriveled kind or drained out kind, that's a time you have to water it. So you can see the difference between both of them. So I've used here coconut husk. I've cut them into sizable chunks, and I'm placing them around the pot and using this well draining mix that I have done using charcoal pieces, coconut husk. I've used coconut coir pieces and some loose garden soil. So I'm going to use all that, keep it at the center. And I should also mention that I'm using an orchid pot, so it means that it has cuts around the bottom so that water drains out really quickly and easily. So this is the pot that I have done. Here, if you see, I'm adding the soil mix that I have just mentioned. Now that is to support it. As you all know that Dischidias are apophytes. They grow on trees or on the rocks. So they don't actually require soil or the garden soil that we talk about. They require well draining, chunky kind of soil, and that is exactly what I have used for this pot. Going on to the next one, this is another Dischidia that I had bought. This is I think it is the string of nickels. I'm really not sure, but it is a Dischidia. I'm again removing all the sponge from the roots and using an orchid pot again for repotting it. Also, I'm going to change the soil mix for this one. So in addition to the pieces of coconut husk and finer chips, you can say, of coconut, I've also added brick pieces so that the roots get hung on to them, and I've not used any soil at all here. After repotting it, I have kept them in a shaded area where there is no direct or bright indirect sunlight, and I have regularly misted it and watered it as well. Now, because of the coconut husk pieces and the small chips of coconut, it is retaining water, so misting it would be important. I'll show you the update of them. I've realized over time that the soil mix that I had added was not sufficient, so I kept on adding more chunks of coconut husk, and this is how it's been growing. Now this is like 3 weeks old. I do not see any new leaves, but I do see new growth of aerial roots here. New leaves. Okay, there are new leaves here, the tiny ones. I can show you like this. Okay, so this is how my million hearts is growing after 3 weeks. I'll just show you my string of nickels. This is a string of nickels, not doing particularly so well, but yes, still there, hanging on. I have to missed it, I guess, not done it of late, but the soil is still wet. I've added a lot of more coconut pieces or coconut husk pieces to it and brought it to the rim. See, here you can make out, because it's an orchid pot with the slits there, there is some growth that has died off. But then it's not like completely dead. Some of the strings did fall off. It's not a full pot anymore, but still holding on. Well, that is all. Thank you so much for watching. I see you again in the next one. Till then, bye.